In this brief video, we are going to discuss an infrastructural case study on playground green spaces.
A green space, also known as an open space, is a piece of undeveloped land that has no buildings and is accessible to the public. These can include, but are not limited to, parks, gardens, schoolyards, and playgrounds. Having access to green spaces and playgrounds has demonstrated an improvement in both physical and mental health. While studies have highlighted the benefits that green spaces can bring to communities, the quality of green spaces have been distributed unevenly, especially in communities of color and low-income areas. A National Geographic article found that people of color are more likely to live in an area that is deprived of nature, and the same is true for low-income communities. Infrastructural history also plays an important role in this through systematically biased housing practices, city planning, and institutional shaped patterns. For the basis of our project, we explore the aforementioned topic and focus on two neighboring cities located in California, Fresno and Clovis.
Dry Creek Park is located in Clovis, California. Clovis is home to 120,000 residents as of 2021. The average household income in Clovis is $96,000 with a poverty rate of 10.5%. The demographics for Clovis illustrate a large population of white individuals, accounting for 69.3% of the population. When visiting Dry Creek Park, I observed the large amount of green spaces available for leisure activities, a creekside trail, and multiple playground areas with swings, slides, rock walls, and even a music area. The park also had lots of shade cover from trees and covered play and picnic areas. Additionally, the park has accessible restrooms and a parking lot for visiting family and friends. It's also conveniently located next to the Clovis Botanical Garden. Most people rate this park an 8.6 out of 10. Overall, Dry Creek Park has all the amenities that families would love to enjoy when having a nice family outing. While this park is rated so highly, about 10 miles away, the same cannot be said for San Pablo Family Park. San Pablo Family Park is located in Fresno, California on Belmont and San Pablo Street under the 180 freeway.
Fresno has a population of about 537,000 residents. The average household income in Fresno is a little less than $70,000 with the poverty rate of 25.18%. Although roughly 60% of the population is white, the other 40% of Fresno's population includes Black, Asian, and other people of color communities.
Upon arriving at the park, the stark contrast between Dry Creek Park is apparent. The playground lacks a park sign, restrooms, open green space, and benches. Not to mention that it is mostly covered in cement, has graffiti, and is under a freeway.
LA Times describes Shaw Avenue to be the dividing line between wealth and concentrated poverty and highlights the dramatic difference between park space access. North Fresno has 4.62 park acres per 1,000 residents, whereas South Fresno only has 1.02 park acres per 1,000 residents. These two parks indicate infrastructural systems that demonstrate resilience criteria of equity and quality.
Fresno and Clovis are both located in Fresno County. However, their demographics influence the quality and quantity of green spaces. The soft infrastructure of demographics and margins built around the two cities shapes the uneven distribution of playgrounds and thus highlighting the issue of equitable and accessible green spaces.
This demonstrates a significant disparity in where parks are located throughout the city. Fresno, being a low-income, densely populated, people of color community, has bearings on the quality and equity of their park systems.
The freeway that San Pablo Park is located under serves as a type of hard infrastructure that promotes infrastructural inequality. Infrastructure is social in every aspect, which in turn can lead to social control of quality of playground green spaces as demonstrated by these two parks. For example, Dry Creek Park is maintained to live up to the quality of the surrounding neighborhoods and people who encompass the social aspect of the park. However, the quality of San Pablo Family Park represents the location that it is in. Looking at the differences between Dry Creek Park and San Pablo Park indicates how infrastructure can take on social normalization and standardization in order to further disenfranchise those who are vulnerable.
All is not lost in terms of equity and quality for Fresno parks. The quality of Fresno parks are soon to be improving and could potentially reach the standards of Clovis. The city of Fresno has drafted a Fresno Parks Master Plan in which the first phase of this plan is entitled Fresno Parks Vision 2050. The Fresno Parks Vision 2050 aims to improve existing park conditions and create accessible parks that are inviting to the diverse community. The vision is developed around 6 themes: access, equity, health, design for beauty, funding and operations, and safety. In order to achieve accessibility, the vision aims to create barrier-free parks, promote mobility through connected multi-use trails, transits, and pedestrian routes, and display park signs to direct park goers. The vision also wants to promote equity through ensuring a minimum of 5 acres of parks, trails, and open space amenities per 1,000 residents, create multi-generational facilities, inclusive programs, and build new, renovate, and adequately maintain parks to provide quality service.
Through this brief case study of playground green spaces in Fresno and Clovis, California, we hope we demonstrated how infrastructure takes on a social role and the necessity for equity and quality in green spaces in cities.